usually try not to exaggerate about things because I'm Cuban and I know we have a tendency to do so, but honestly, I think Snow White might single-handedly ruin Disney's entire 2020.
Disney's magical kingdom is in turmoil, and Rachel Zegler is at the heart of the storm. Her controversial remarks about the upcoming Snow White remake have sparked a fan revolt, leading to an intense backlash and widespread boycott. What was meant to be a $300 million investment has now turned into a crisis, with reshoots underway and panic setting in. Zegler's comments have not only enraged fans, but also put her career in jeopardy as her connection to the film's legacy comes into question. As Disney scrambles to fix the damage, the fate of Snow White 2025 hangs in the balance. Will the studio manage to save the project, or has it gone too far in pushing its audience away? As the controversy grows, Disney faces a difficult road ahead, and the future of its live-action remakes could be at risk.
We're bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the...
Rachel Zegler's outspoken comments about Snow White and the original film have ignited fierce backlash. Many fans accuse her of disrespecting a cherished classic, and instead of embracing her role, Zegler dismissed the original movie as outdated and irrelevant. Her words alienated audiences who grew up with the iconic tale. This is reminiscent of Brie Larson's experience promoting Captain Marvel, where her focus on feminist themes divided fans. However, Zegler's remarks have gone further, leaving many wondering why Disney chose her to play such an iconic character. Fans are questioning whether the studio's attempt to modernize Snow White is sacrificing its legacy for political correctness. As the controversy intensifies, Disney's decision to cast Zegler now seems more problematic than ever. What should have been a celebration of the classic has turned into a divisive battle, making it harder for Disney to unite fans around the project.
Wing policies hurt shareholders. In new SEC filing, Disney is now admitting that it's been slapped by its own customers for its far-left social and political...
The Snow White 2025 trailer has ignited widespread outrage, particularly due to the drastic changes made to the classic story. Fans were shocked to see the Seven Dwarfs reimagined as a diverse group, and Snow White's updated backstory felt forced to many. What was expected to be a faithful adaptation of the beloved tale has instead become a polarizing remake. The backlash mirrors the criticism that surrounded The Little Mermaid 2023, where casting choices and changes to the original story sparked heated debates. Both films aim for inclusivity, but many fans feel that the core magic of these tales is being overshadowed by heavy-handed messaging. As Disney continues to prioritize diversity, its attempts to modernize these stories may be alienating loyal fans. The growing frustration over the Snow White remake adds to Disney's reputation for controversial remakes, and questions arise about whether nostalgia is being sacrificed for corporate agendas.
Disney is not unique in this dilemma. So many studios are facing the same problems, and the lens has just been focused on Disney for some very understandable reasons.
Disney's focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, has sparked mixed reactions, especially when it seems to compromise the heart of the story. Critics argue that the push for representation in Snow White 2025 has overshadowed the original narrative, with changes that feel more about meeting quotas than preserving the classic tale. This mirrors the controversy faced by Velma 2023, where efforts to diversify the cast were slammed for prioritizing messaging over storytelling. While representation is vital, many fans believe it should enhance, not replace, the authenticity of a story. In the case of Snow White, the focus on modern themes seems to detract from the timeless, simple narrative that audiences have cherished for generations. The backlash against these changes only intensifies as the film drifts further from its original charm, raising concerns about how far Disney is willing to go in the name of inclusivity.
that by the end of December 2023, Disney had already spent a whopping $269.4 million on this live-action Snow White film. That spending alone actually makes it the most expensive live-action Disney project of all time.
Modern adaptations of beloved classics often struggle to capture the magic of the originals, and Snow White 2025 appears to be no exception. By focusing on rewriting core elements, Disney risks alienating fans who hold the simplicity and nostalgia of the original story dear. This trend mirrors the failure of Charlie's Angels, 2019, which updated the premise with modern themes but lost its connection to audiences, resulting in poor box office performance. When changes to a story overshadow its essence, the film can feel more like a lecture than entertainment. In Snow White's case, fans are concerned that the film's overemphasis on contemporary values might detract from the magic that made the originals so enduring. The growing criticism could have significant consequences for Disney's future live-action remakes, putting pressure on upcoming projects to avoid similar missteps and maintain the trust of their loyal audiences.
They went and they recut the entire film, and now they've released a new trailer, and the new trailer is not particularly good. It still has its problems. It's better than the original trailer, however. Here is some of what it looked like.
In an effort to salvage Snow White 2025, Disney is investing heavily in costly reshoots and a complete overhaul of the film's marketing team. These last-minute changes, just months before the film's release, mirror the chaos Sony faced during the interview. 2014 controversy, where late-stage issues led to major adjustments and uncertainty. The reshoots are an expensive gamble, further inflating an already bloated budget. Firing the marketing team may seem like a quick fix, but it fails to address the deeper problems that led to the film's backlash. These desperate moves highlight Disney's struggle to adapt its live-action remake strategy, especially as audiences grow increasingly wary of reboots that prioritize modern messaging over storytelling. The future of Disney's live-action division now seems uncertain, with Snow White becoming a cautionary tale of what can go wrong when studios fail to listen to their audiences.
Weird. I think this movie should be canceled. Hot take, I know. I was so excited, but I refused. I refuse for Rachel Zegler to go on this press tour. She just got out of hot water.
Rachel Zegler's controversial comments about Snow White have taken a serious toll on her career, with producers reportedly distancing themselves from the actress. Her public criticism of the original film has drawn comparisons to Katherine Heigl's fallout after she criticized Grey's Anatomy and Knocked Up, damaging her relationships within the industry. Zegler's remarks about the original Snow White being outdated have not only enraged fans, but have also raised doubts about her suitability for major roles. While she remains involved in the film's reshoots, her future in Hollywood is uncertain. The backlash surrounding Snow White could define her career for years to come, making this pivotal moment in the project a potential turning point. The controversy also highlights Disney's growing struggle with its reliance on live-action remakes, as audiences increasingly turn away from reboots that prioritize modern themes over the timeless appeal of the original stories. As the studio faces mounting criticism, it may need to rethink its approach to storytelling moving forward.